Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we are going to prepare the teams for the upcoming treasure map against Nami and Sanji. After the most recent version update for One Piece Treasure Cruise, we now have in the game a treasure map crew planner where we can actually build our teams before the treasure map is here in different slots than the normal ones we have for making teams. And not only that, we can see the boosted units, how much they are boosted, what is recommended to use for each fight, and we can also see the preemptive actions for each boss and of course what are the bosses and their colors. If you want to see more of these types of videos, of course like the video and subscribe to the channel to also help it reach 1000 subscribers, I would really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get ready for treasure map Nami and Sanji. Starting off, the first mini-boss is the easiest mini-boss ever, Chopperemon. He is going to be Q, and what he will do is only change our slots to either RCV, TND or unfavorable. Super easy to bypass. As you can see, they are recommending treasure map Luffy, who is very good for this fight, but I am not using him personally. My team consists of Goldie Roger as double captain. Then I have PvP Whitebeard, treasure map Reiju, and Inuarashi and Nekomamushi from the new batch, of course Rogers and Oden's batch. Is any of these units necessary to beat Chopper? Absolutely not, but this is the last team I made, so I threw in all the remaining 1.35 boosters I had, because I did not find any use for them in the rest of my teams. My plan with this team is to use Rogers special, the captain's and the friend captain special, to get rid of Chopper for a long time. I will do 1 million with the Captain Roger, an extra 1 million with the friend captain, and if that is not enough, we can use Roger's super type ability to then counter the preemptive and do damage normally as well. If you want to replace any of the units here, feel free to do so if you need them in other teams. Nothing is gonna impact the team pretty much because Chopper is super easy to beat. You do not need a specific ship, specific supports or specific sockets. The damage that this team can do is actually over 12 million and the point boost will be 6.05 times. Moving on to the next mini boss, this one is Franosuke. He will be int and the preemptive for the final stage, stage 5. He will change our slots for the middle row units, TND. He will change the top and bottom row slots to empty. He will bind the middle row for 5 turns and he will finally have delay immunity. The recommended character here will be Summer Linlin and I will actually use her as captain in my team. The rest of the team consists of the free-to-play Sai Sanji, Raid Fujitora, the Sai version, then the new Summer Pudding, and finally treasure map dual unit Smoothie and Oven. For this team, if you do have at least level 1 bind sockets and then activate Big Mom's special, you will get rid of the bind, and after that, with Sanji and Fujitora in the middle row, you will be able to also gain a full board of matching slots and then easily get rid of Franosuke. For the ship, you can use whatever you like, the supports can all be stat boosters, and then this specific team has a maximum damage output of over 6 million. Finally, the point boost is this time lower with a 4.25 times. The next fight is against Bonekichi and once again we have an int boss. He will change all your slots to unfavorable, special bind your units for 3 turns, give you a chain multiplier lock of 1.1 for 5 turns, gain a barrier needing 4 good hits to unlock for 2 turns, and finally also have delay immunity, which all the bosses from now on will also have, I think. The recommended character this time is Pirate Rumble NL, and once again I'm using the recommended character as my captain. Other than him, I am playing Summer Flambe, the new rare recruit Rebecca, treasure map Vivi, and the new rare recruit Crocus. You need to have in mind with this team that Rebecca needs to be limit broken in order for her to gain her second sailor ability and resist the special bind for her to after activate the special. Enel will actually get rid of the chain lock and then he will also give you some matching slots. Treasure map Vivi will give you more matching slots and a high attack boost. And finally, Summer Flambe will give you the ability to get rid of the barrier and immediately hit your perfects. Crocus is here just because he is fully replaceable if you do not have him. For this team you can use whatever SIP you want, stat boosting supports on everyone, no sockets are needed, the maximum damage output will be over 20 million and the point boost will be 5.38. The next mini-boss is once again Q, and this time we have Zorojuro. The only thing he will do that you need to deal with in the final stage of his battle is just paralyze your crewmates for 8 turns. He will also have an end of turn damage buff, an end of turn healing buff and delay immunity, but none of those is actually a problem or a concern. So as you can see here, the recommended character, one of the two, is Orochi, and Colosseum Orochi is amazing for this fight because he removes paralysis completely. Of course, if you want to replace him and you do not have his special maxed out yet, you can do so, and you will probably need to replace him with 2 units that of course have a combined paralysis removal of 8 or more turns. Now the rest of the team here, I do have 6+ Vito Jinbe as captain, Treasure Map Shanks, Treasure Map Sanji and Zoro, and Raid Sabo. You can use 1 Sai and 1 Strength unit along with your Dex ones in order for Jinbe to boost the team in his full ability. Now I am using Sanji and Zoro, they're pretty much great here because they will give us an ore boost as well. Once again, you can use whatever SIP you like, supports can all be stat boosters, no sockets are needed. The team will have a maximum damage output of over 15 million, and finally the point boost will be a 4.25 one. Finally, we move on to the fight against the main boss of the treasure map, Nami and Sanji. For this fight, not only stage 5 will have preemptive actions, stage 3 and stage 4 will also have some. So in stage 3 you will go against an int Nami. She will change all your slots to unfavorable and lock them for 1 turn. In stage 4, Sanji will be Q and he will have a damage reduction shield for 5 turns, and then finally the dual version of the unit will appear in the final stage, will bind your top row, meaning your captains, for 5 turns, and then will also have a defense up shield for 5 turns along with delay immunity of course. For my team here, of course, I am using V3 Boa Hancock since I was lucky enough to pull her. Do not worry though, I also have an alternative team for you guys. This team uses V3 Boa Hancock, LRR Alvida, the new rare recruit Robin, and Kizuna Buggy of course from the recent Kizuna, and I'm also going to use treasure map Nami and Sanji when I get them, that's why you see an empty spot here. For this team, things are super simple. For stage number 3 against Nami, you will activate Boa's special and super type ability. Then against Sanji, you are just going to activate Robin to get rid of the damage reduction. And finally, you will activate Buggy to get rid of the bind, Alvida to get rid of the defense up, and then of course also activate your damage boosting specials and super type abilities. So of course this is a super easy team, you can use whatever SIP you want, no specific supports other than stat boosters, no sockets are needed since Buggy does remove bind for 5 turns, and this team can do over 100 million damage with Boa's super type in mind as well, and has a high point boost, the highest so far and the highest between all of my teams actually, at 7.47. The alternative team I'm using against Nami and Sanji is using Roger as the captain because I am certain a lot of you guys actually pulled for him. As subs we have free-to-play Sai Straw Hat Frankie and Sanji, then the new Whitebeard who we got from Chopperemon missions from the World Cruise event, and finally treasure map Reiju. Whitebeard being on the crew allows Roger to use his super type ability, which of course will help your damage a lot. Then Frankie and Whitebeard on the final stage will help you take care of the defense up and the bind, if you of course also have at least level 1 bind sockets, and Reiju will help you get rid of the damage reduction in stage 4 against Sanji. For the team, stat boosters and whatever SIP you want, then as I said level 1 bind at least, the damage can be over 50 million, and finally the point boost is a 4.25 one, but you can also use V3 Boa Hancock as the friend captain because the point boost will of course be increased. The only battle remaining is the Intrusion Battle, where this time in stage number 1 only Dex and Psy characters will get their specials reduced, so make sure to bring either a Dex or a Psy unit. In stage number 2 all the slots will be turned to empty, the crewmates will be paralyzed for 5 turns, the miniboss will have a delay immunity and will also blind you or remove your SFX for 5 turns. After that, in stage number 3 against Luffy, he will be int, change all your slots to block, give you an attack down for 5 turns, a chain multiplier coefficient reduction for 5 turns, special reverse your crewmates for 1 turn and also have delay immunity. My main team for the Intrusion Battle is once again using double V3 Boa Hancock, then Summer Linlin, Summer Flambe, the new rare recruit Crocus and Raid Stampede Sabo, who is an amazing unit and helpful in a lot of different situations, to be honest. For this team, Crocus needs to be limit broken in order for him to remove 1 turn of paralysis with his Sailor ability, and the rest of the 4 turns will actually be completely removed from Linlin. Crocus will also remove the blindness, and Linlin will also help you get a chain lock for 3 turns, meaning that the chain coefficient reduction debuff won't affect you at all. Finally, Sabo is here to remove the attack down, and Boa will help you change your slots to matching, get an attack up and also of course regain your specials. Of course, no needed SIP, supports or sockets. The maximum damage output will be over 106 million and finally the point boost will be 6.64. The alternative team I have for you guys for this Intrusion Battle is actually using V3 Law, Psy free-to-play, Luffy and Nami, Stampede Sabo once again because he's very useful here, and then the World Cruise free-to-play Shanks. Law and Nami will help you in stage number 2 and then the rest of the units in stage number 3. Have in mind you need to have Corazon level 5 support here in order for him and Nami to completely get rid of the paralysis, and other than that you can use whatever you want. This team has a very bad multiplier, so I would advise you to improve it the best you can. For example, if you are going to use a V3 Boa Hancock friend captain, then you can replace Nami with Summer Linlin. And then you can maybe also use the new rare recruit Viola and so on and so forth to improve the multiplier. This is just a very base team that I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be able to build if of course you have V3 Law. You also won't be able to remove the blindness, so have that in mind, or just use a SIP that helps you hit your perfects easier. The max damage output of this team is over 50 million and the point boost, as I said, pretty bad at 2.99. And this is my treasure map Nami and Sanji team preparation. If you have any corrections for some of the teams, or of course any questions, tell me in the comments down below. If you enjoy these types of videos and find them helpful, please leave a like on the video, lets me know and also supports the channel, and of course subscribe for more One Piece Treasure Cruise content. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.